Staying in West Asia, another day of Israeli bombardment in Gaza, where casualties were reported after a school in Shati and camp in Al-Maghazi were targeted in two separate airstrikes, prompting rescuers to search for survivors beneath the rubble. Now, this comes as Israeli forces continue its operations against Hamas across the Gaza Strip. Our next report tells you more.
The Asmar school in northern Gaza's Shati camp after an Israeli strike. Several people were killed and numerous were wounded, Palestinian health officials said on Saturday. The following graphic images show people gathering at the school, which was being used to shelter displaced people. Rescuers searched for survivors beneath the rubble. In the central Gaza Strip camp of Al-Maghazi, fatalities were reported after a separate Israeli strike on a house. Gazan health officials said Israel's military strikes killed dozens across the enclave on Saturday, and that Israeli forces were tightening a siege around hospitals in Jabalia in the north. The Israeli military said its forces were continuing operations against Hamas across the Gaza Strip, adding they had killed several gunmen in Rafah and Jabalia and were dismantling military infrastructure. Residents and medical officials in Gaza said Israeli forces were bombing houses and besieging hospitals, preventing medical and food supplies from entering to force them to leave Jabalia camp. Israeli officials said they had issued evacuation orders aimed at separating Hamas fighters from civilians, and denied that there was any systematic plan to clear civilians out of Jabalia or other northern areas. Last week, some Gaza medics refused orders by the Israeli army to evacuate hospitals or leave their patients. Israel's military said its troops operating in the area have been, quote, briefed on the importance of mitigating harm to civilians and medical infrastructure. Israel launched its offensive against Hamas after the group's October 7th attack on Israel. 1,200 people were killed and around 250 were taken into Gaza as hostages, according to Israeli tallies. Gaza's health authorities say more than 42,500 Palestinians have been killed in the offensive so far, with another 10,000 uncounted dead thought to be under the rubble.